guys.
We're back.
We're so back. And today we're talking all things
Married at First Sight.
Episode,
I think it's 6 and 7.
Episode 6 and 7. As usual, there's a lot to unpack.
A lot.
Please don't forget
To like, comment, share, and subscribe.
turn on your post notifications. But for now,
Let's build a reality. So, we opened the episode.
Yes.
And listen, TSHEPO is just frustrated. Like, just heavy breathing. Just sassy. Just, attitude. Now walk out.
Yes.
Like, he is not okay.
Mhm.
Bongani even says, like, as they're walking on that, damn, like, TSHEPO is having a hard time right now.
Even the balls, like he was taking everything out.
Like, Bongani like, oh, it's a hard glass. He's telling us, like, we're not seeing it. He's like, yo, guys, like, don't say I said this, but he's actually, like, suffering right now.
And the worst part is, like, he didn't even have the context that we have. So I'm sure he's thinking, what the hell is going on?
Goof, 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 goof. And then the first thing TSHEPO says to him, goof, 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 is, yeah, man, I just want to end this whole thing. You see, I'm not even wearing my ring. Bongani is like, okay, that's drastic. He literally calls him dramatic.
Yep.
Because he's like, I was speaking, like,
When did we get
surely
here?
you're just overly emotional right now. What's going on? He explains to him. He's like, you know what, bruh? Like, a colleague calls me. Literally like this. A colleague calls me. I can't hear her. So I'm like, I'll call you back. And then next thing, Palesa calls my work to find out if the colleague works there. And then she doesn't work there. Okay, so why is your wife upset though? You explained that, like, it was, Palesa's crazy. Like, a phone came in, you couldn't hear, and then she called your workplace. Like, it was nothing. Like, it's not like you were jumpy and you were nervous and you were weird about it. Nothing.
Because Palesa's crazy.
Palesa's crazy. She just heard a call. She saw a name. Yes, she said she saw the name. And then, the name basically
Also, let's not take out the part where they are driving to work, right? And so he's claiming that the person that's calling him is his
from
colleague,
work.
right? They are seeing each other at work, right? So if this is really your colleague, why is your colleague calling you at 7 a.m.?
I need to, she's there. And then, like, maybe, like, she needs something. So,
you're going to see me when I enter the office.
But emergency.
What's the emergency?
But I'm clocked
Work
in.
starts at 8. Work starts at 8.
I'm clocked in, though.
I'm not.
But
I'm not.
I want you to just...
But why are we that
I want
comfortable?
you to...
Why are we that comfortable?
As my colleague, you don't want me to see me succeed. You don't want to see me go up in the ranks. That's what TSHEPO said. TSHEPO said, but that's my colleague. And I love the fact that Bongani was like, if she is a colleague, because Bongani was giving advice, then he was like, oh, I mean, that's if she's a colleague, because if she's not,
so valid.
then, like, this whole thing is null and void.
Yep.
This whole conversation is null and void. But if she is, this is the advice I'm giving you. And I was like, heavy on if she is. Because we all know she's not. Because for me, I'm still not buying the story of this phone call and then, like, I can't hear you. But at the same time, you didn't even have the opportunity to hear if you're hearing me.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say. So, like, when you pick up a phone call, right, and it's in the car and it's connected to the Bluetooth, you are going to answer the call. Hello? Hi. No. Hello,
I can't hear you.
Okay, maybe it's because of the Bluetooth. Let me try and take it off the Bluetooth. But what you're not gonna do is say, hello, I can't hear you. That's not what you're gonna do. Telling you that for free.
Which sounds like that's what happened. It sounds like that's exactly what happened.
And now Palesa is being the delusional one. Palesa is the crazy one.
Because Palesa's crazy.
Also,
she creates her life. And
we
she curates her life according to him.
But also, we know, had the roles been reversed, he would have also been tripping the same way that
100%.
she was, as anyone would. Because why are you tripping out? Why are you taking the phone out of Bluetooth? And then on top of that, you take the call out of Bluetooth. Now it's in your ear. And you're still saying, no, I'll call you later. What can't
in
you
your
talk
ear?
About? What can't you talk
put it on
about?
speaker because you're driving, sir? I don't think it's good for you to have your, If anything, if truly, like, this was an innocent call, ne? As, like, now this is not even partner. If you have a passenger in your car, and let's say, Vele, you can't hear this person, and you feel like, okay, this is a work call, it's important, I want to answer it, right? I can't hear you. Hello, I can't hear you. Cutting. Give me a second. Let me put this on Bluetooth. Oh, let me put it on my phone. You're gonna ask the person who's sitting next to you to be like, even if you don't want anyone to hear that there's someone in the car because you're on your way to work, you can just be like, indicates. And as a passenger, and I feel like this is very like normal, as a passenger, I'm going to catch that. Oh, you want me to help you with your phone because you're driving? No, are you not driving? You're not gonna put our lives in risk when I'm a passenger and I'm here. So I'm gonna grab your phone and I'm gonna put it on speaker and put it up for you like this, so you can what hear. So for me, that is another thing. Is why is it going on your ear?
Confidential work.
Oh, because Palesa can't know what's going on with the files at work. Right.
She can't. Actually, let's actually go into the whole thing of Palesa calling his workplace. Like, what was your take on that? Because I was taken aback. I can't lie. I was like, that's a little bit.
I have to say, well done.
Like, that was a great move. I would have never ever thought to do that.
I wouldn't have.
She called and created a name and was like, I'm looking for Bandani. And they're like,
Bandani. She acted like a customer.
Yes. She was like, sorry, does Sarah work here? I'm looking for Sarah. And they're like, Sarah?
Specifically, this is who the hell is Sarah? And the most part is that in name and surname was on there. Someone has to know. Someone has to know about some TP. Name and surname. Someone has to know.
But you know what? I yet again, I think men have this tendency of like, they will try and turn things around, or they will try pick on this one thing, and they're gonna ride that till sunset.
100%.
But it's like, he was the main thing now was that how could she call my workplace? Why would she call my workplace? That's so
that's what it's about.
That's not what we're actually fighting about. Like, I feel like he was trying to remove the attention from what this whole thing is actually centered around, and that's surrounding you and your cheating.
And I feel like that's him core, right? Because we go from him being like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy, how could you call my workplace, to him then also making the Makoto thing a big deal. How dare could this person be in my car? To like, I was like, oh, that's just a pattern. Like, for you just want to go anywhere, like anywhere else. And I think even Palesa says that if she would have known that the car thing was going to be a big deal, she wouldn't have put her in the car, because she already knows she doesn't want her way at home. So what she's also basically trying to say is, I'm trying to be on my best behavior so we can just focus on one thing. Because if I make one wrong move, we are going to focus on my wrong move. We're not going to focus on the fact that you are a cheater.
I also want to say, guys, unfortunately, the thing is, I feel like we see flags, right? And we see red flags, but sometimes maybe we think, oh, no, maybe it won't show up in our relationship.
Yeah.
And then we move on from it. Because I remember there was an episode, and we didn't speak about it because I think we were like, it doesn't really matter. But there was, when Palesa and TSHEPO went out to dinner, and then I think he asked her about traumas and triggers and all of that. And then they went into like past relationships. And then he then brought up the fact that in his past relationship, it ended because of something that he did, right? And then Palesa was like, okay, what happened? And he was like, no, all I can say, like, I don't want to get into it, but like, all I can say right now is like, trust was broken, and there was like dishonesty and lack of transparency. And immediately I'm like, he cheated. Like, I remember I wrote that in my notes. I was like, he definitely cheated. But I didn't want to say it because it's like, maybe like, let's leave it for now. Yeah. And so when this came up, I said, yes, and then a leopard doesn't change its spots, guys. Really doesn't. Never that. It's showing up yet again. He is a cheater. TSHEPO is a cheater. But anyways, let's go into the therapy session.
Yes. So in the therapy session now, Taban comes to save this marriage.
Yes. Hey, it's falling apart.
All the big shots. Call, like, yay. At this point, this is the helpline, 10-1. Taban even had to come to their home. Do you understand? The way things were falling apart, they couldn't even drive to see Taban. Taban had to come and see them. So Taban comes, she's like, what's happening? Palesa says, absolutely nothing. I'm so good.
Nothing killed me like that.
She said, I'm actually like, best I've ever been. Like, this.
As a matter of fact, I'm shocked you're here. What's she doing here?
I was like, Palesa, what is wrong? That's why I said, screws are definitely missing there. Like, but I love that because I fear Palesa, you and I, Bito, we're not far from each other. We are so close to each other. I love the fact that we're connected in this way. Marco says, I'm so fine. It's great. Not even funny. And then he asks TSHEPO, and TSHEPO has a lot to say. He's going on, and Basa is crazy once again for calling a workplace and and this happened and that and this and that. And then I think they ask him, "Did you cheat?" And he's like, "No." And then we move to Basa. Basa speaks as well, and then Taban gives cute advice, right, about them talking at each other, whatever. And then again, I keep thinking, yeah, guys, this advice is great and stuff. Maroksala, you cheated. Why are we talking about talking at each other right now? And we're not talking about the fact that I'm in a marriage, you guys put me in with a cheater.
Because also, my question was also when they asked him that, in my head I was like, what cheater is actually going to say yes?
Did you see how fast he said no?
Of course he's going to say no.
The question wasn't even over. The producer wasn't done. Did you no? I said, well, that was fast. And then obviously now he said no. Now that's not the problem anymore. The problem is that we're talking at each other and the thing. And again, I think yes, 100% of what Tabang was saying is a good analysis of what was happening there. And Greg, yes, that's something she could have pointed out. My thing is that's not the issue though at hand.
The issue is that he's a cheater.
The issue at hand right now is not that. Like the issue at hand, you guys, I feel like as experts should be drilling him.
For real.
Drilling him and trying to find out, hello. Because you can't tell me as Married at First Sight you guys stand for this. So for me, in that moment, I just felt like, are they supporting this man's cheating ways? Like, he just said, no, I didn't cheat, and that was it.
And it ended there.
No one asked him, okay, so make it make sense.
Yeah.
Like, make it make sense. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Why did you feel the need to leave just because Makoto was in the car? Was it that deep? When you left, where did you go? Like, I felt like they didn't even... Like, when you, ask someone so many questions, they start, shaking in their boots.
And then the truth eventually starts to come out. Because, now the lies aren't making sense anymore.
And then maybe we can move from the lies to maybe her then hearing his reasoning and whatever. But now I'm not going to hear you when you're a liar. And then I don't appreciate people saying to me, I must listen to you when I know you're a liar. And she even said it. She says, I feel it. I know he cheated on me. I feel it. And for them to act like that was nothing was crazy to me.
Can we also speak about the fact that man checked out of Palesa so quickly? Like, it ended up becoming like, he's not the problem. Like,
he's not.
He moved on. Like, he was like, I bet. Like, sharp. Like, it's almost as if he was waiting for something to happen so that he could have an excuse to check out.
Yes.
Because it's like, if you're really about me and like you say that you're in this marriage as much as you've been claiming to be in it, then it's like, if this is something that is coming up in our marriage where I am at fault, of course my immediate defense or my immediate thought process is going to be like, I need to save this. I need to make this out. I need to try and explain myself. I need her to understand where I'm coming from. I'm serious, baby. Let's call her. Let me show you proof. I promise you.
Like,
no, that man said, what?
He asked for an apology last episode.
That's where I was gonna go. That's where I was gonna go. He said, in fact, you don't have proof.
He said, okay.
So, where's my apology?
Where's my sorry?
Say sorry, because
I will take it anytime.
Guess what? You got it wrong.
You're wrong.
You got it wrong because I didn't cheat, because where's the proof?
I would never be a cheater.
Where's the proof? But the guy
where's the proof?
She won't have proof because you're an expert. You've been doing this.
Bruh.
You know how to cover your tracks, so she won't get the proof.
And she keeps saying, he keeps saying, I don't feel the need. I don't feel the need to explain myself. I don't feel the need to whatever. I don't feel the need. I feel like even if he didn't cheat, I'm not saying Pasa shouldn't apologize. Let's say ideally he didn't cheat or whatever. I still feel like what Bongani said. It's you who creates that environment. Yeah. So if, for example, let's say he truly didn't cheat, and then maybe the thing just looked like cheating, and he just felt like, I'm not gonna explain myself because at the end of the day, when you're in a relationship, a marriage, and there's a space somehow that's created that insinuates cheating, and you as a husband, you feel comfortable with me taking that and running with it. Yep. You feel comfortable with me sitting with it. As my partner, you want me to be safe. You want me to feel like I'm the only person. You want me to feel like we're doing this together and there's no third party. Like, but for you, it's like, well, if you feel like that, it's your problem.
It's okay.
It's your problem.
It's okay if you want to walk out, great. Like, you think I cheated,
he
that's
even said that he keeps saying Palesa can do whatever Palesa wants to do. I said, yeah.
No. Cut the cameras. Cut it. Now.
And then, you're the late lady.
Oh my God, take away to see
like, you understand? Dan, it's time for Dukes, it's time for Yebo, it's time for, oh, mommy, it's time to be a white Emakoti with a capital M.
Yep.
And now they find out the husband's like, geeked. They're like, yes, everyone but TSHEPO. But anyway, point is, husbands are like, yeah, you come in
finally, like, I'm
my
excited.
family, you are going to go and be a suave and tell them that you love me and stuff. Sharp. Great. Like, because we first see Makoto goes, she meets the family, she takes
also
notes.
I must say, like, Makoto was so cute. Like, I can't
She
lie.
was,
Like,
she was.
She ate that weekend up. She represented her man. She was dressed appropriately. She had a duke on.
She dressed
and
them properly.
Also, she looked like respectful. Like, she looked like, oh my god. I was like, okay, wife. Okay.
And I fear that's how you must be as a woman, guys.
Absolutely.
Like, I feel like you need to know how to exist in different spaces for your husband, your wife, whatever it is, like that. So I think Makoto did a really good job of being like a well-rounded doll. I can finally say she's well-rounded because you know what? She even says she was pissed at Nkuleka. I didn't even know that. Later she says that. But she comes and she's good. Yeah. She even speaks to him properly. Like I think they were close to each other. Like,
they look like a happy couple.
Yes. Like she made, her thing is she made her mark and she really like made sure that she represents herself and them as a couple nicely. She takes no so okay, they're Christian people. She's like, oh, Tina Lapo sins a double devil. Ooh. And then she goes, makes them tea.
And then she tells them she was
nervous. The mama even said the mother-in-law was like, honestly, I thought it was giving Slay Queen. Obviously, I'm guessing it's the makeup.
Yeah.
So they were old people.
And lashes. I think she has lashes.
Yeah, lashes. Well. Yeah. Anything can give Slay Queen for an old person. But she was like, she was impressed. It wasn't that. She thought maybe she'd be like, we are papa or something. But she wasn't that at all. And I agree. So Makoto is having a great time, right? We move. We go to who? Poshia.
They're in the car, ne? They're in the car.
Kiss me, baby.
It's so nice. It's so cute. You can like go ahead, be like for once. I'm like, this girl looks interested in this man. Like 1 2 1 2, mwah, baby. Like
even calls him baby.
Like, it's nice. And then obviously Ubangani then explains that his mom isn't going to be there because traditionally, whatever.
And she receives that. Wow.
Yeah, it's okay. And then they arrive.
Yes.
They walk into this
beautiful home.
The sisters are there. The sisters are welcoming.
The
sisters are nice. They're like, oh my gosh, you guys look so beautiful together. You are so beautiful. Like, wow. Oh my gosh, sister. Has he given you money?
I love them. I love them so much.
They said, has he given you any money?
They said, has he perhaps transferred a thing or two?
Like, come on.
I said, no, that's what I'm talking about.
And they said, no, you guys are in a marriage. What's yours? What's his is yours. So claim it.
And my thing is, they continue and they go and they're like in the kitchen. They're like, okay, so Tina, our family, what we do is buffet style. We don't do this thing of platey. So what you'd want to do is, if you ever host us as a family, you'd want to have dishes because that's how we host. Yeah, but
everyone dishes for themselves.
Just ask brother man to give you the money to get nice ones though. Like, they must be really nice. But he'll give you the money.
Don't worry about it.
Don't you ever stress about it. Don't ever feel like that has to come out of your pocket. He's got it.
He's got it like that.
Like, the thing is, he's got it like that. And he travels, which means you should be traveling with him. There's no need for like him to be doing solo traveling because he has a wife, no?
And so, what is that? Like it's such a cute vibe. Like, the sisters even at the dinner table, like they are like,
asking the right question.
Do you know he has a kid? Like, it genuinely was giving, we are a family. We are a family.
Yes, and we want good for our brother.
We want good for our brother and for you. Like, it was also giving like, we want you to also know what he was stepping into. Like, he's a father. This is his vibe. He travels a lot. He does this. And like, even the conversations, it was flowing. Even Portia, like,
yes.
Like,
she even
she's conversating, like, she's having fun. Like,
she even said, "But these conversations are eating up." And I even said to her, like, hey, like, I love the fact that they didn't judge her for saying she was skeptical about dating a guy with a child just because of previous experience and whatever. And yet they didn't take that as like, oh, like, because some people are like, I both, but so accept it. But they listened to her, they understood her, they embraced that situation. They were like, yeah, no, da 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 da. Like, you know what I mean? And it felt like I felt like if you come into his family, not just his like person,
you're ours,
you are sister, and you can even feel, you can call us if you feel like I like brother or twins or something, and we will take a side because we love you like that because you're our sister. And I think maybe because they have a good sisterhood as sisters, they're more than willing to welcome another person, and it just made me more upset because I was like, this lady, like right now, I'm watching this. Probably this family's watching it at the same time. And that means they've been watching. And in my head, I just kept thinking,
hearing every single thing that she was saying. Like, his family, I can't lie, like, it was a perfect representation of who he is. Like, when I saw his family, I was like, 2 plus 2 is making 4. Because, like, it makes sense why he is the type of man that he is. Like, family, a warm, family, a open, family, a honest. And
they felt just like him.
They felt genuine. They felt kind. They felt real. And so, I feel like if I was Portia watching the show right now, I'd feel like
cringing.
Such an asshole. Because, what the hell? Like, everything that she's ever said about this man has been bad, and now stepping into his home, with his family, breaking bread with his family, and knowing everything that I've said, I literally want to leave. Like, I want to leave.
I keep thinking that.
I feel like, what?
I keep thinking like, if I was her, I would want to like the world to swallow me up. I'd want this couch to swallow me up.
But you know what? I'm sorry to do this, but I do want to now. Because of this context that we've just given, I do want to jump to episode 7. And then go into what she had to say. Ne? But
Portia's ridiculous, guys.
Firstly, guys, Portia the entire time, like when she was at the dinner, like every diary session she was having, she was like, oh my gosh, like these people, beautiful people, I love the energy, the conversation's flowing, da 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 da.
She was
and
so
I was
happy.
like, what's the word that the sex therapist used for her?
Dubious.
Absolutely.
I eat dubious
because now we're at episode 7 and it's the girls' night thing. And does Portia not say like, like she wasn't feeling the family?
She said, what the hell?
The sisters because Maya Koma, and she's a cheese girl. She's always been a cheese girl.
Grew up a cheese girl. Currently a cheese girl. Will die a cheese girl. I thought, what is happening?
Yeah. She said, they're telling me like he travels. That's what I do for a living. That's what I do for a living.
Me? I could get on a plane right now. I could leave this country. You see, as you guys are sitting here, I could get up and get right on the plane.
I said, are those the projections just speaking loudly? Are those loud insecurities being loud?
So loud.
Volume is on 100.
Volume 100. And the way his family was speaking about the traveling and buying her stuff and giving her money, it was not command. It was literally to be like, girl, don't be scared to ask him for money because you got a man that got money. Like, they were basically trying to say, like, like, let the money be eaten.
They were literally trying to be goals.
And they were kicking. Because they even kick it with, like, him there.
I hate to be that person, ne? But let's be honest, guys. Portia's traveling and Mongani's traveling, it's not the same thing.
Not the same.
Because you're traveling because you're a flight attendant. Obviously, that's your job.
You gotta do it, man.
That's your job. Joburg to Devon.
That's how you get paid,
to Cape Town. That's your job. Ubongani is traveling for business. Ubongani is traveling for leisure. Ubongani is traveling, not at work. Not at work. Let's get it right. Let's get it right.
I was thinking to myself, damn, like, what's wrong with you? Are you fine? Like, are you actually okay?
Actually, is she okay?
I was like, are you okay? And before, I've called her fake before, and I think there were times where I called her fake and I felt bad. I was like, oh, maybe it's harsh. See, after this episode, I said, oh, that's a fake. I was like, what is wrong with this girl? And I kept thinking, I don't know which is which, ne? Like, I don't know if she genuinely didn't enjoy and she was just being as fake as she always is in that moment, and then she now is telling the girls the truth, or if she was bored by something Bongani did, which she does say she didn't go to his for 2 days or something. They went together for 2 days. She was so bored by whatever fight they had that she just came to this girl's night and she was like, fuck him and everything associated to him. So I was like, I don't know which one is it, like. But my fear for if it's the second one, that maybe she did genuinely have a good time and then Mangani annoyed her, and then now she's just like, ugh, I hate him, I hate his family, I hate his life. My concern about that is the last thing you want, like as a man, as a woman, your partner to be beefing with you and fuck out your family.
That's crazy.
Like, how does my mom enter? How does my sister enter? How does my brother enter?
Like, they are sitting at their homes. They were nothing but kind. And also, can we speak about the fact that they didn't even make her godiza? They cooked.
They served her. She was a princess. She was literally a princess.
You know what I'm realizing, to be honest, with this whole Portia and Mongani situation?
I'm grateful.
I'm realizing two things more than anything. Number one, I don't think everyone is gonna get married, like because Portia is making me realize it just feels like I don't want to say she's self-sabotaging. Like, I don't know what this is a reflection of in terms of her own character, but it's a very internal thing, and I just feel like she projects a lot of what is going on inside of her own heart and her own mind. Because I'm like, there's absolutely nothing that this man has done. I'm not saying that Ubongani is perfect, because we don't know what's happening like off screen, but everything that we've seen, like I cannot fathom in the but it's like, if you don't want him, then that's okay, just say that and step out. Like, I think just leave, bro.
That's my issue. I just keep thinking, okay, now you're crossing so many lines. I'm gonna need you to pack your bags. And it's giving a little bit of insecure, because what do you mean, like, they are busy talking about their brother's money, and what you're hearing is you're broke. How are you hearing? How do those two things translate? Because no one said anything about you having money. They were okay with you having your money, but they were saying, girl, we hope you're not too independent to ask him for money, because that's what a man should do. And they kicking and they ha-hi. Maybe you need to check your bank account and find out if you're proud of that. Does your balance make you happy?
Maybe she should go on more of those flights. Maybe travel.
Maybe she should leave.
Get more shifts. At this point, get more shifts, mama. Because
clearly you're not happy. You're not happy. You're not happy. You're pretending.
Then eventually we get to
Limpopo.
Traveling. They took them there. She arrived
in a fucking car.
And she was wearing her Don Hamakoti. You know, they're arriving. Okay, they walk into the house. The whole family is there. The whole flipping family is there. Sharp. They walk in. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. But guys, this is like an experiment.
Yes.
This is not like actual real life.
No.
Right. So explain to me why it is that they walk into the house and immediately, like a chihuahua, like a trained dog.
I wanted to sit down, doggy.
Like a trained dog, he said, Matt.
And you're not killing me. That's actually how it went. They just pointed to the corner.
He didn't say.
Like he just pointed to the corner. I kept thinking,
and she didn't even bat an eye. She knew exactly what to do.
I'm sure maybe he briefed her same, because that moment was too smooth. In my opinion,
I was like,
it looked like she knew what's up. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was confused. Like when he pointed, I kept thinking, what?
Because in my head, I'm like,
but she effortlessly went.
In my head, I'm like, where he's pointing, there's no open seat. So where is she supposed to be sitting?
On the floor.
Okay, cool, fine, job. She says, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Then, obviously, Temba then takes the lead and being like, hey guys, this is my wife. And then the elders obviously take the lead, and then Makoluke starts speaking.
Yes.
Venda, ne?
Yeah. I think they Tonga or Venda. I'm not really sure, but I think it was Tonga.
Yeah, I think they Tonga. So Makulu starts speaking. It's Tonga, which I understand. I absolutely understand. She's Tonga. At the end of the day, she's going to speak her mother tongue. But we all know that Tunelisa is Xhosa.
Oh, and my babe has no
She's a Nguni babe.
Zero.
So as Umakulu is speaking, she's just hearing sounds. She's hearing sounds coming out of her mouth. And she's confused. And in my head, I'm like, this man knows that she can't hear words.
Yeah.
And also, even if he's assuming, obviously you're going to like look at her and you can see the confusion on her face.
Oh, and she wears the same.
And then Katula, then she had to be like an anti-mover. And then Utemba decides to chip in and translate. You're supposed to do that from the beginning, sir. As Umakulu is speaking, you are taking notes so that you can translate and never know what Mama is saying. So at least I can explain. Yeah. Now she's sitting there looking like some dumb ass who's not traditional, who did not she doesn't understand.
Because the worst part is Umakulu asks her a question. So it becomes awkward because it goes from her obviously just speaking. Nelisa has no clue what's happening. And then next thing, Uyambuza, okay, babe, do you know that he has 2 kids and da-da-da-da? And she's sitting there like, is this the part where I speak? She's sitting there looking like... And then, like you said, awkward silence, like literally everyone's looking around. Then he takes a deep breath. That's my favorite thing. Like he takes a deep breath. And he says, no, she's asking if I've told you about my 2 kids. I was like, sir, do you like this woman?
No.
Do you?
No.
Because as Umakulu is speaking, you could have even made it clear in the beginning that, okay, Mama, when you're speaking, I'm going to just translate like as you talk and whatever. So that Mama also understands that, oh, okay, cool. I'm just gonna, speak. Yes. Maybe then let him translate, speak, and then now it was just awkward. And then also she has no context about what this shame woman was saying to her. Doesn't know if she's saying fuck you or if she's saying I love you. Doesn't know anything. All she knows is that they're speaking. Like, all she knows is there's words. And then all she knows after that is that, there's kids inside the picture. And she's like, yes. Now, I'm wondering, as Makoti, were you talking about the kids the whole time? Were you talking about the baby mama? Were you talking about... Now I'm lost because how did we arrive at the kids? For all I know, they're telling me I'm a second wife. And I know nothing. I'm just sitting here like a fool.
So I need us to then get into...
I hope you get into where I want to go.
I'm going to get into the sisters.
Yes. Fuck yes. Because what was wrong? I was annoyed.
I need to understand. Do Timber's sisters have a crush on him?
No, pink dress. Pink dress. Or
I think maybe they have a really tight relationship with the baby mama. Because I'm failing to understand.
Surely he sends them 500 rides because there's no way.
What's going on? No. Because firstly, this whole thing started. Let's not even get into the pap situation before we get into the pap.
Before we even get to the pap.
When she was sitting there and then they were like, okay, so like, yo, like,
how's it been?
Like, how's it going? Like, are you sure about this? Like, you don't even know this. And she's like, yeah, no.
I'm good.
We're good. Like, that's my man. Like, that's my husband. Like, I'm stick beside him. They said, you don't even know him. Like, you're living 2 weeks. Like, 2 weeks? How do you know him?
2 weeks and you already decided it's great?
Okay,
and then she says in her confessional, as a person, like, I don't know, I don't think it's bright for one to, like, not, like, think of things that could go wrong. Like, you don't know this man. Anything can go wrong. I was like, do you have something to tell us?
Obviously.
Because if you do, tell us now. In that moment, I kept thinking, okay, but that's your brother. You love him. You want shit to work out for him. Why are you speaking like there's something that's a secret? Like, tell us, gay.
No. For sure, it's the baby mama thing.
No, it's the baby mama thing. And they love her. They adore her.
I'm sure even while they were there, they were texting her back.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Like,
not her being here. She's on the floor. Hella confused.
She can't even understand our language. Like, we're about to go make her make pap.
Lol. She is struggling with her pap right now. Looks like a fool. Woo.
Then let's go to the pap situation. Guys, okay, we all know and understand that in South Africa, we have different cultures. And within the different cultures, the food that exists within those cultures are different. And how
even if it's the same thing.
Yes. And even how you make the food is obviously going to be different. So now they're teaching her about, okay, Tina, we are Tsonga here. This is how we make Tsonga pap. This is the procedure.
Yes.
And it's completely different to what she's used to.
Yeah.
So obviously when something is new, it takes getting used to.
She has to learn.
She's stirring.
Like she's fighting.
Is like going through the most. But I can't even lie to you. The sister that was helping her was a lot better. Like 100%. She was so much calmer. Like she was just like, oh my gosh, like no, you're doing it well. Continue. Until it was time for the diary session outside.
No. But she was still cool. The person that's why I said, pink dress, I'm coming for you. I'm coming to fetch you in my Bugatti. What is wrong with you? Because why did this other sister decide to be well behaved? She says, no, shame as she tried, she did a good job. Time. She giggles like for the first time. And then Miss Pink Trace gives her side eye. And then she's like, no, but she tried. It was her first time. I think that's when she said, no, it was her first time. Like, for first time. And then she's like, but I saw she was out of breath.
She was sweating.
So what?
She said she was using all of her energy.
So, Oh, I was so annoyed. That girl annoyed me so much. I was like, what is wrong? I don't understand if she loves this baby mama. She's seeing her allowance running away from her. What is the problem? Like, I kept thinking, surely you can tell us what your issue is. Because it's not Nelisa.
Anyways, I don't know if it's me, guys, but I just personally feel like Timba's family was doing a lot with this Pakoti weekend.
They were.
Like,
I
it
mean,
was too much. We go to the next day.
The bus of people.
Before we even get to the bus,
you're right.
Next thing Timba is bringing a live chicken into Nelisa's face. Like, I'm like, get this bloody chicken out of my face.
I was like, what is this? Like, what? Yo, guys, it felt like he was trying to traumatize her.
He was.
In my opinion.
I felt like he was trying to test her.
Like, it felt overwhelming.
I feel like with the whole chicken thing, I genuinely feel like he was, in his head, he's thinking she's going to be scared, so he can be like, nah, as a wife. Like,
even bringing that many people without telling her.
Also, I feel like he wanted her to slaughter the chicken.
Yes. Surely.
While she's still, like, looking at this whole chicken situation, he's like, oh, and by the way, more family members are going to be coming.
Then
she's like, oh, in December, we come again.
Yes.
Like, no, today, like later today.
And just like that, Vanya Vuleka. Quantum yonke. I said, surely this is a joke. I said, this must, like, I'm getting punked right now. I'm getting punked because who are these people? And I'm not even your wife. You didn't go to my house. You didn't ask for me. Like, right now, I am actually, like, I'm a runaway at home. Because at home, they think I'm in an apartment with you. They don't know I'm chasing chickens and doing makoti shit and cooking pap for 1,000 people. I even joked, bless her heart, she joked. She was like, oh, like they're overworking me. And then
that was not a joke. That was not a joke.
She laughed. She giggled
after.
The thing is,
she laughs at everything.
She does.
So you can't take that. That was not a joke. I feel like she was.
And she whispered it to him.
She felt it. She felt it, and I feel like maybe she thought in her head by her man's gonna be like, "Oh baby, I'm sorry." Nah, you said.
This was literally her. They were walking, and she's like, checks the coat.
When did they decide that? Like all the 50 family members are coming. Like
I don't know.
Like a letter arrived probably on a Monday, and then it was a Saturday or something.
I was just
at what point?
I just feel like when you're a breadwinner, let me tell you, when you're a breadwinner, like your family's just gonna follow. Like I just feel like they were all just following. Like it didn't make sense to me. Firstly, even knowing the problem with the baby mama having been lobolad, and then which sounds like a very recent thing, right? All of that, they came as if nothing's happening.
Everything's okay.
As if everything's okay. And then next thing be like, it's fun, there's cows, there's everything. I kept thinking, what is happening? Even that quantum, I'm sure he paid for it to come. Like, I just felt like it's giving sun. Like, it's giving you let boys do whatever they want. Because everyone was just like, ha 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 ha, he happy. Even when she has the conversation with the mom.
Yep. Let's get into that.
I said, that's giving script. Mom knows what to say.
Mom was definitely briefed. In terms of, by the way, the baby mama thing is happening. Like, she's in our lives. She definitely knew that this whole drama. And so, obviously, we all know, guys, a mom is always going to be...
Especially a boy
who's
mom.
going to back up Umdana Wake. So, if you're coming to me as the new Makoti asking me about the baby mama drama, I'm obviously going to reaffirm you. Be like,
she said she has to accept it.
It's going to be fine.
It's going to be okay. This is where I was like, did they love this lady or did they not? Because she says, Moose, when you have kids outside marriage, you have to go pay damages. Then it kind of ends there, the sentence. So for me, I was like, is she trying to say they didn't lobola the lady? They only paid damages?
I feel like they did. I feel like they probably went to pay damages and lobola.
Because now, that's what she explained to Nelisa. So I'm like,
because according to
Temba said lobola. But Mommy did not mention lobola. Mommy mentioned damages, and I was confused.
And now we are at...
our head girl,
TSHEPO and Palesa, right? First things first, the commentator guy or the person with the voice is like, okay, while everyone else is busy ululating at their homes and stuff, TSHEPO and Palesa
have not left. That killed me. Because at that point, we were deep in the Makoti series. We were deep inside of it. For us to go back to Taba Eco Village. For us to go back to Taba Eco was crazy to me.
And so we all know when the letter came, the invite. Oh, Tepa was already on time. She's like, I'm not sure, like, if I want Balisa to go to meet my family because of where we are at right now. So we get to the apartment. Tepo is sitting on the bed, and then Balisa walks out of the bathroom. She's wearing this colorful, like, pinifa thing. Like, she's excited. Like, baby, look, I bought this outfit. Like, I'm so excited to go meet your family. Like, it's about to be litty like a titty. Then Tepo's like, yo, you look beautiful, babe. Can you please come sit down?
Yo, you look beautiful, babe.
Can you grab a seat? Just need to run something past you quickly.
Just quick.
And she was just like, okay. Like, I'm sure in her head she's probably thinking, like, oh, transport or... Like, I don't know, like, what's going on? Like, your aunt's not going to be able to come. Like, what's going on? And he's like, yeah, so, like, Becky Buetili Mama.
What the hell?
I was talking to my mom, you know, telling her about everything that's going on. And, like, to be honest, like, she says she doesn't think this is going to happen because... Just like traditionally, you know, because we haven't paid lobola with your family, it's not traditionally right, and she doesn't want to take that step because it's disrespectful to you and your family, really. So, in conclusion, I just don't think it's gonna happen. Then she's like, you can tell she's disappointed.
She says, my favorite thing is you can see her processing.
Yes.
That whole moment. She's just like, and then he goes ahead and he says, would you like to hear
my favorite part.
Hear a voice note, maybe like she sent you a message. Would you like to hear the message? Balisa says,
yes, please.
Yes, I'd love to. He takes out the voice note. The answer is still no. The answer is no, Wanaka.
Okay.
Said, oh.
Now I need us to break that message down. In that voice note. No. On top of that, then she further goes on to say, what does she say? And she's like,
she does it from the
tell all. Maybe after the tell all, then like we can.
And then maybe I'll see she's serious.
Then we can
meet.
Sharp. Let's break down the message. She says, Tepo Wanaka.
Yes.
The answer is still. That's the keyword.
Still a no.
Still a no. So meaning no was said.
I said no.
She said no. So I'm coming back to you again, and I'm still saying no.
No. But you know what kills me? Uti Tepo Wanaka. But apparently the message was for who?
Balisa.
Because he said
it's for you.
She sent you a message, and then she proceeds to say Tepo Wanaka.
Okay, my man, like you look. So Utebo watched Balisa get excited.
Yes.
He watched her get excited, number one. Watched her go get an outfit.
Yes.
Leave the house. Family.
Yes.
Came back with the outfit.
Yes.
And yes, I know we saw her like show it to him, but I can promise you that she showed him that outfit before.
Yes.
Right? So now, like he's seeing the excitement. Utule.
Makeup done.
Utule.
Hair done.
Lashes done.
Everything done.
Okay.
And he's silent. And he's watching her. He is observing her, because what a beautiful wife. She's busy getting ready for nothing. I'm not even going to wait for her maybe to put like contour and she was getting ready. No. I'm going to wait for her to finish her face beat. And then I'm going to tell her no. Then what else does the mom say? She says,
but tell all. Guys.
These mothers are brief.
Can I tell you, the guy is like, my mom watches reality TV.
Real.
But... She would never know what a tell all is.
Tell all? You tell all.
So you're telling me,
that word came naturally.
A tell all is.
Yes. She knows. She's young and fresh. She knows what's up. I kept thinking, okay, Mama, which show was this that you watched that had you tell all that tells you that after this tell all, I know you're serious?
I got you not a reunion. It's more
tell all. I think what they thought, actually, funny enough, is I think he didn't want her to use reunion because he thought that mhlambe it would
be
sound
more
obvious. So I actually think they swapped out the words for Italo All to make it sound like Italo All, like she doesn't actually have a clue of like what it is. Like so Italo All sounds like a name, like a word I could come up to kind of like wrap up what I think that experience is. So I actually think they swapped out the words for that. But if anything, that made them look more sus.
Yes. I'm gonna need TSHEPO to maybe just for a second step out of your feminine era and step into your masculine.
No, into your logical.
Just for
just
2
think.
seconds. 2 seconds. Because my thing is like this. I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong. Yes, like he would have fought with Palesa.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong in actually just being blatantly honest with her. But bruh,
I don't want.
Me and you are not okay. And me introducing you to my family as my makoti
is
a very big step that I don't necessarily feel like I am ready to take right now because of where we are at. Don't fool me. Don't play in my face and act like now we're good. Because let's talk about the satisfaction on that man's face as he was making those cocktails.
I hate him down.
He was so happy.
It was him saying to her, babe, like, feel what you have to feel. I don't want you to hide your feelings. I don't want you to keep it all in, you know? Like, I don't want you to feel bad. Like, take it out. If you see, there's something he said. If you wanna cry, cry. If you wanna scream, scream. Just let it out. Direct quote. Thank you very much. I kept thinking, what a madman. Because then he turns around in the confessional and he's like, oh, I feel like a sense of like relief.
What a manipulative man.
How could you sit next to this woman and say, oh, if you want to cry, cry. If you want to scream, scream. And then turn around and say, you feel a sense of relief. And then after that, he says to her, oh, do you want something to drink? She's like, yeah, I need a drink after that. Okay, great. And then he proceeds to be, I hate him. Like, if it's not clear, I hate him. He proceeds to say, you know, Palesa, when he speaks about her like she's not in the room,
in
like,
third person.
In third person.
Yes.
Palesa doesn't like to feel. Palesa will say, let's talk about it later. And then Palesa won't speak about it later. Palesa hides her emotions. Palesa does not want to be a real person. And that's what's scary. Because I don't know who I'm marrying.
Palesa curates our conversation.
Palesa, she creates these things. I said, what? Mind you, confessional and what's happening in the room.
It's not aligning. It's not aligning.
In the room, he is offering that woman, he's damn near offering her a massage. A massage at this point. Because he is taking care of his princess right now. His princess who is upset. But in the confessional,
he doesn't give a fuck about her.
He's trash talking her.
And obviously, guys, we all know about Palesa gets pissed.
Ew.
She gets pissed at some point. This is when now like the cameras have left.
Oh, yes.
Like filming is done. Actually, what happened there? Like I jogged my memory in terms of what triggered her.
I don't know. I feel like we just came in and things were on fire.
The camera came.
Yes, we came in and it was
fighting.
You know when they play music, doom.
Yes.
I was also like
storming off. Like
I said, no, I'm not doing this.
And then that's when that's when he actually brought up the curating, the conversations and stuff like that. Then he shows us these whack ass screenshots.
I don't know what was happening.
They aren't proof of anything. And then I just really felt like, you know what I feel about TSHEPO, guys?
Yeah.
TSHEPO is not in this marriage, number one. And I just feel like he's done with Palesa.
Yes.
But he's trying,
yes.
like, he's trying to make it seem or come across like he's the one that's trying.
And
but she
is
not putting her effort into this thing. And so he wants it to feel like, or make it seem like if this marriage ends, everyone needs to know and understand that it's because of Palesa.
Yes.
She's the one that made that decision. She's the one that made that choice.
Yeah.
Because even as he's chasing after her, like as she's leaving the place, firstly, he's not even running. He's not even chasing. Like, firstly, you can tell, but it's taking everything in him to even call her. Palesa!
Yeah, Palesa! Are you leaving me or are you leaving this marriage? Hey, Palesa! Hey, Palesa! You see. Guys, Palesa's a grown woman. She can do what she wants. What? This man
pisses me off.
This man, the screenshots, Pookie. What was that?
Nothing.
Zero.
Nothing.
I just saw your WhatsApp for what now? I don't want it. The way he saved her. Let's talk about that. The way he saved her was very sus. I told Asake, I said, did you see that? Did you see that? Guys, this man saved Palesa as beautiful Palesa. Now, that to me, I said to Asake, it's giving a man who doesn't want to make a mistake. A man who possibly has multiple Palesas on his phone.
The sexy Palesa. Yes. Hot Palesa. Yes. Beautiful Palesa.
He didn't even want to save her name, surname. Because it's possibly a Palesa that has a name and surname. So he doesn't want to maybe for a second forget his wife's surname. And then next thing he's answering his side chick. And then, you understand what I mean?
Yep.
It's giving, he doesn't want to get confused. So that immediately when he sees beautiful Palesa pop up on the screen,
he knows it's his wife.
He knows it's his wife. Because beautiful Palesa. But if he ever sees Palesa Ngubane, then he knows that, oh, it's my bitch from the bar last night. Oh, it's my colleague. Do you understand? Because I said, what? You couldn't even save her as my wife. Mrs. Something. Beautiful Palesa. I was like, that's giving a man who cheats like no one's business.
Who saves people like that?
At your big grown age as well. That looks like a teenager's phone. Who's beautiful Palesa? Look like you're 20, 21.
Not even. 13.
Beautiful Palesa. You know, he's even saved with emojis, multiple emojis. I was like, sir? And tell me why this man doesn't deny wanting a baby, but he says, he shifts his words.
Yeah.
He alters the word. He says, no. Because she's like, oh, but she keep asking me for a baby. What. And I understand why she's upset about this whole baby thing. Because there's no way every day I'm back from work, and every day you're telling me about a baby. Let's make a baby. Let's make a baby. Let's make Siavuka baby. Sialala baby. Siatal baby. Eventually I'm like, fuck, here's the coochie. Put it in. And then next thing you want to tell me you've checked out on me. What? I respectfully was pissed off. Because I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? And then he says, no. I didn't say that. I just said I'm ready for a baby.
What does that mean? Because if you're telling me as your wife that I'm ready for a baby, what am I supposed to think?
I said, surely I'm crazy. I don't understand. I said, so what are you saying? You saying you want a baby with just anyone?
Yes. He never said I want a baby with
you. You just
volunteered with you.
You volunteered. You volunteered yourself and your coochie. You just gave it up, bro. Who told you that? Because 60 Palesa could have been the person. I'm just telling you because I see you every day. And
I'm ready for a baby.
And you keep reading that baby. And you just happen to be right in front of me. So I keep telling you. But I wasn't saying you must give it to me.
And now obviously she looks crazy.
Of course.
Now it looks like she's the.
And you know what? As I was deeping it, I said, okay, person's crash out, even her walking out, and makes a lot of sense because I could keep replaying the time I said no, leave that condom. I got you. I would keep replaying that moment, and it would keep pissing you off. I fear Palesa did nothing. Her walking away, I would have crashed out. Did the knife on wheels? Give it punch. I fear I would have no control because there's actually no way.
There's no way in hell.
There's no way in
hell.
For me, she was graceful.
And also, and then on top of that, then when they went to the therapy session and then she sat there crying, she's like, there could be a baby in me right now. I could be pregnant right now. So what do you mean you didn't say you want a baby with me? So Dimas Panga.
Yes.
Dimas Panga.
Yes. Estupido, you volunteered. Who asked? And the guy gets he was genuinely chilled. He's poly. Oh, I love him down. Because one thing about him, the most relaxed doll on earth. Chill.
As a matter of fact, he has nothing to say. He has nothing to contribute to this conversation.
Even
he clarified that he said he's ready for baby,
but not with you.
So this conversation,
and that's all he has to say, unfortunately. So Buzz off.